What's up, ladies and gentlemen and ladies? Welcome to episode number 9 with your host on the PrimeCraft server. As always, MrTrend. Whoop! Alright, so what is going on today, folks? What does this sign say? Okay, this is where the town hall has been planned to be built at for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and we have yet to start on it. It was mainly a Brummy project, but he has been busy and hasn't been on too often lately, so I think I might get started on the town hall here within the next episode or two, and just to get like a main building done, and then we'll get a put the spawn point inside there and everything, and yeah, so I think it'll look pretty cool. But before we get into all these little shenanigans and stuff, let's talk about what we are going to be doing today on this episode. So today's episode is going to consist of us doing some decorations around the base and doing a little bit of interior stuff. You can see up there I have my elytra launcher that I built during a live stream. I think I might have actually put that in the last episode, but I went ahead and decorated, made an actual little room and stuff like that. I might need to move it though, because it launches you and you almost always land on that platform. So every now and then, as long as you fly low enough, you'll fly under it, or you can fly right above it. But we really don't get too much height. So I might do a different one that actually launches you up instead of this one, which launches you straight out. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll work on another elytra launcher here pretty soon. Alright, so along with doing our decoration around the base, I have a couple little statues I want to put up and a couple little things I want to put over here in the grass. Just some random stuff, just to make it look a little bit better around here. I want to turn all the grass into sand over here, and just a little few things like that. But then we are also going to be working on a auto cow farm. We have all these cows over here. I need cow meat and I need the leather for books and such. So we're going to go ahead and build ourselves an auto cow farm, and then we are going to work on a shop, or the shop. So I haven't put up a shop yet for the TFC, which is Trends Fried Chicken, but I also want to do steaks for, and we'll just call them burgers or something. But so I'm going to do a shop, and instead of just chicken inside there, we're going to do chicken and steak, or beef, whatever it's called, and that'll be our shop from now on. But we definitely need to get a shop back up in here, because right now, as you can tell, all I have is the single chest over here with the banners flying above it. Just the one stack for one diamond, and yeah, I mean, it's been selling, but it's kind of it's nothing. So we need to get a shop put up there. So I'm gonna go around, gather some resource stuff for the first little build we're gonna do, and then we'll cut back in a minute. Alright, folks, so I was building this and I thought I was doing it in like a time-lapse thing is what I was trying to do, and I realized that I guess my record button had already been pushed, so when I pushed it again to start recording, it stopped the recording, so it wasn't recording at the time that I built this. But we have our first little decoration built. Got a little face over here with some lava coming out of it. I was planning on doing one over here too. I want to put a couple of these guys around, just different designs and such, but pretty much the same thing. And we'll get another one put down somewhere, but we'll make sure we do a time lapse. We'll get the recording going right this time. So right now I'm going to go ahead and find another spot to put the next one, and then we'll do a little time lapse of how I build it after I shoot this creeper in the... Okay, well, I was going to shoot him in the face, but apparently Minecraft decided to go ahead and just kill him. Alright, cool. We'll be back in a second. Alright, folks, so I think that we have everything we need to get started on our build, and we're just going to do a little time lapse as I get this first statue up, and hopefully it doesn't look too derpish. Alright, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's our first statue. It's not the greatest, but I'm pretty proud of it. You know what? I just realized I forgot to put some blocks up here. So let's go up here and knock this out real quick. We forgot to put his shoulders on. So we'll do this side, and we're going to do the other side real fast. And again, I just decided that during this episode, I just want to take a break from trying to do any actual like bigger builds or anything like that. Just wanted to have a little bit of fun. I've been getting a little worn out trying to come up with stuff to do for the server for everybody. So, whoa, look at all those mobs over there. I think he looks good. I think he looks pretty decent. So I have an idea for another one. I don't think I'm gonna knock it out this episode, but I have an idea for another one that I've seen from a couple other YouTubers of a guy holding a world on his shoulders. So I think we might do something like that. Might do a couple of little statues just around the area and such. So hope you guys like it, and let's move on to the next project. So I just want to show you guys real quick just my inefficiency to build. So I watched a video to help me get the idea of this build. This is pretty much what everybody goes with. It's the most basic one, the most common one I've seen. And now I will show you one that I was trying to come up with myself. I think it's a duck statue. I'm really not sure what he's supposed to be. So I had the general idea down of how to use the blocks and such, but again, I'm not a real big, I would consider this to be somewhat, I guess, kind of, sort of like pixel art. I mean, it's not really, but at the same time, I'm not good at coming up with builds like this, okay? So this right here is just something I've been working on. Just give y'all a little sneak peek. That's something I'm trying to work on for my potion station once I get that done. This over here is just something I was doing for the tunnel, just some designs I was working with, trying to figure out what to do. And that's something that I'm not going to show y'all because that's something I still got to build inside the spawn center. But yeah, so I just wanted to give y'all a look at, you know, this is what a professional does, and this is what I do. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll go through another quick little time lapse real quick. I've decided that this right here is where we're going to put our cow farm. I know it messes with my roof a little bit, but the roof shall be sacrificed for the betterment of steak. So this right here is where we're going to dig everything out. We'll do a quick little time lapse. Again, I know it's the second one for this video, but we're going to do that real fast and then let you guys see how I built it. Alright, see you when I get back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we got the carburetor going. It took me a minute to figure out why the lava kept setting off the water, but we have the issue corrected. So the water works, the lava works. What happened was is I put a block on top of the torch, so it kept resetting itself, kept burning out. So it took me a good 10-15 minutes to figure out why it kept doing that. But we have this completed now. We have a dirt path going all the way through here. Let's just break this and get through. Now we can get all the cows, and hopefully, you know what, let's put some extra blocks on the stairs, make sure they don't get out. And hopefully this will be a smooth transition. I really hope it is. I've never had too good of luck trying to get all the cows and everything over here, so let's see what we can do this time. Let's go, sheep. Let's go. Well, I know you're cows, but let's go. Follow me. Follow the guy with the delicious wheat. Alright, folks, so after getting like I don't even know how many cows I got in there, but I'm not gonna sit here and lead every single one of these cows over there, so I figure we'll get them over there, because you know not all the babies drop every time you feed them or every time you breed them, so hopefully the cows will build up some inside there. But yeah, we're not gonna take hours getting all these cows over there. It took me like 20 minutes just to get the first like 10 over there, so we're just gonna kill these guys and then we'll go ahead and get a bunch of leather. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to take a look at this real quick. I got everything closed off, put a little bit more glowstone and stuff up, got all the blocks and everything put back up where they belong, and got our chest going, make sure there's nothing in there. So we just go through here, jump up, and then come up here to the top. Got a fence down here. Oh, you know what? We forgot to push the water source. That might actually help out a little bit. So push the water source, then you come inside of here. And then once you get inside of here, they're all popped up. You just freaking feed them. Feed them like crazy cows that they are. You keep feeding and feeding and feeding and feeding until you can't feed no more. Get all that lovely, lovely XP. And then we'll come back down here. And hopefully, the babies will drop down. But it doesn't seem like a lot of the babies drop down anymore. Alright, so I went ahead and fixed this because it was bothering me that I couldn't get any babies down there. So one thing we did is down there we put a carpet, which you'll see why here in a minute, but let's look real quick. So this still works, and this works still. So, oh, where'd I put my wheat? Oh, I remember where I put my wheat. So we come up here, you'll see we now have a chest that we're going to put all of our wheat in instead of be able to breed the cows. Feed the cows. Feed them like the hungry mad cows they are again, because they're still starving apparently. Alright, so that's all taken care of. Oh, no, we want to leave. So the crappy part is I can't put a door here now, but go ahead and turn that off. You see only a few of the cows came through. Well, watch this. Oh, bam! There we go. All the babies are in there now, so now we have a piston up here. Yes, everything works now, so we got a way to get the babies over there, and I might have to go back and get a pressure plate, because I don't know what happened to my pressure plate when I broke it. But, alright, so everything's complete here, folks. On to the next project. Alright, folks, so now that we got the cow farm going, or the cow cooker, whatever you want to call it, done, we are going to do a little bit more decorating on the outside. Done doing the build for now, and we're going to take out all the grass and put in sand. Just to make it look a little different, so that way when you come over here, you know, you come from all the grass and the dirt areas and stuff like that and cobblestone to just red sand. I think it'll look cool, so let's go ahead and get this knocked out, and I'll cut back when we're finished. Alright, so I just want to point out real quick that this is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would, because I totally forgot that when I terraformed this area to make this part of my my base, when I was doing this, there was huge little hills and everything over here, so I had to terraform everything, and I forgot that there was big giant holes in the ground that I just covered up with the grass. So now we're going to have to get dirt, and yeah, so it's going to take me a little bit longer, but regardless, for you guys it'll just be a couple of seconds and then it'll all be completed. Alright peeps, so we're going to go look at some of the work that I've done in the in my base. I've done a lot more decorating stuff. I've been sitting here for a couple hours using my cow farm, getting some leather and stuff, make sure all that was working. Everything's going good. I can't wait for you guys to take a peek outside and see what we have accomplished. Alright, you guys ready? Are you ready? Oh, no, you're not ready. You ready? Okay. Are you ready? Okay, seriously, let's go. Bam! Look at it! It's so beautiful! It's bright and orange, but I like it. So, if you can't tell, you know, from the last video, we took all the grass out like I said we were going to do, and we put nothing but sand in. It took me a good 2 or 3 trips over to the mesa biome to get all the sand for this, but it was well worth it. I like it. It's a lot different when you step in from out there in the outer world. You step from out there and you come in here and just, it's nice and bright. I like it. Stands out. So we got ourselves a little fountain put right here for the endless water source. Just never know if you need it. Got ourselves the villager breeder back up, and this time instead of putting the ground or the villager with the doors underground. I figured we'd go ahead and put him up top. That way it looks like he's in a little tower. I need to go through and fix that a little bit and make it look like an actual like arch ceiling or something. But that's all we did for now for that. But it's going strong. So I took most of the brown coats from over there and I pushed them all over here. If they weren't brown coats, I just killed them. So all these villagers are actually fresh spawns from the breeder itself. So it means that's working beautifully. So I'm liking it. We took out all the torches from on top of the glass because for some reason I just kept forgetting to do it, knowing that mobs don't spawn on glass. So I went ahead and took all those off and threw them on the outer perimeters and stuff. And then we got ourselves some automatic light sources here with the redstone lamps, and I think it's a pretty cool system. So when it gets dark, hopefully in a little bit it'll get dark and I'll be able to show it to you in action. But when it gets dark, the redstone block will get pulled up by the sticky piston because there's a daylight sensor on top. So when it gets dark, the piston will pull up the block, and when it does that, the redstone block will light these redstone lamps up, and then in turn when it does that, these trap doors will get pulled up and they'll go flush with that. So it looks pretty cool. I like it. I didn't think that the trap doors were actually going to get pulled up. I thought they were just going to stay down there. I thought it was a cool way to decorate the redstone blocks, but it actually pulls up with it, so it looks pretty cool. We still went ahead and installed this on here so that when we start to get too many villagers, we can trap them off and start killing them off. So I did figure out, I know like episode 3 or 4, whichever one it was, we did the villager breeder. Couldn't figure out why the breeder wasn't working anymore, and I realized afterwards that it was because I had reached the population max. So now we're starting from scratch, which is why I killed off all the villagers so we can just start everything over. But then let's see, I know we already showed off the wall. We did a time lapse on the statue, and then another thing we got in here, the last little piece of decor that we did today, is we put in our monorail system so that we have a minecart rail that comes over here to the base. So just push this button, get yourself in the minecart, and off we go. I need to fix that. It starts off pretty slow, but I like it. I think it does justice. I think it's pretty cool to have the minecart rails, the mine rails going around. I don't know why I keep saying minecart rails. The mine rails going around because you get to see the terrain, you get to see everything. And I was actually thinking about doing mine a little bit longer so it actually takes you around stuff. But I think one of these, probably the last one, we'll just do the last one, is we're going to have a rail system set up that just travels all around the base. If someone adds something, we'll add in extra parts of the mine rails. But just do a rail that just drives around and goes around and just shows you everything. So it'll go to everyone's bases that aren't too far away, obviously. But it'll go all around the spawn hub and stuff. That way you can just travel around and look at everything. I think it'll be pretty cool. And I cannot help but show this off every time I see it. I absolutely love this tree that V came up with. He's on vacation right now, so he won't be back for a week. So this is the last thing he did before he left, and I think it's awesome. I like how the vines grew down like that. I think that's pretty cool. And I've actually bought some pods sold off of them. Yep, the diamonds are still in there. Might take those and put them inside of his base just to make sure that they don't get taken. Bunker over here. Okay, there's a bunker over there. So yeah, we're not going to go exploring nothing like that right now. We are going to go back, and I think there's one more thing I want to do. So let me get my resources together real quick, and then we'll cut back once I'm ready. Oh, look at this. Rabbit is actually working on a Enderman and Pearl Grinder. I forgot all about that. He's actually there doing that right now. So that'll be cool to get that up. Alright guys, so see you in a minute. Alright folks, so we got the build done. I went ahead and shrunk it down some just because the other build was a little too big for just this one shop. Because I realized after making this that I cannot do the cow/chicken shop like I planned on, because you can only do one item to trade for another item. No matter, I can change that to be 32, 10, 2, whatever I want it to be, but you can't do two different items. So because of that, we went ahead and just did the chicken shop for here. When I put some chickens back there, I'll do another identical shop, exactly the same, maybe different colors or something, maybe different wood actually, leave the brick, and just put it right here. But we will do that at the beginning of the next episode. But I like the system, it looks good. Go ahead and show you guys real quick. So come over here, nothing's inside there. We'll take one diamond, put it inside there, and you should see 64 chicken will pop up in here. Now the system is awesome. It's a little bit of redstone I showed you guys in Creative World, so it's not ridiculous or nothing, but it does require a bit, so it's hard to try to come up with a shop to go on top of it. But I do like this design, so I think we are good to go. Couple more and 64. There we go, folks. Got 64 chicken out of that, so it works. And we had do like a little barn fill and stuff to it, put the hay bales and everything around. And all right, so like I said, the next episode we'll start off. We'll do a quick time lapse of us creating the putting in the cow farm or the cow shop. We'll put it exactly right here. And but for today, that's going to be it, folks. So please remember, if you enjoyed the video, to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I will reply. Make sure you share and tell your family and friends. You all have a good day or night, and I appreciate you watching. See you later, peeps. Peace.